Hi, it's Anupi. Today we are going to make a Dal Tarka. What is Tarka? Well, if you don't know, that is the spice infusion that gives Indian food all of its flavor. It's spelled Tarka or Tardka. And it's basically an infusion of a few key ingredients. Here I've got onion and I've got green chili. And then spices. Here's my masala dabba, my spice box. And I'm really just going to use cumin seed for today's. You can see that I need to refill some of these containers, no big deal. But I want to do a very simple spice infusion today, literally with jeera or cumin seed, some onion, and some pepper. I've got my pan here. It is clean. It is wiped down. It is getting nice and warm and hot. If your hands are dry, you can touch it to kind of test. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my oil in. This is a grapeseed oil. The first step to really good Indian cooking is using either a ghee, which is clarified butter, or a high smoke point oil. And grapeseed works well. You can also use an avocado oil, of course, coconut oil, but those two oils have a level of taste that we don't like in our Punjabi cooking. So that's why we err on the side of a grapeseed, a little bit of a cleaner taste profile, as well as canola oil, other vegetable oils. Olive oil, you have to be careful of because of the fact that we are going to get this nice and hot. You don't want it to break down and get rancid. Some olive oils can work at high heats. You will have to check that out and decide for yourself. 1 teaspoon of cumin seed goes right in. See how it sizzles up immediately? All that means is that you are enabling that spice to release its essential oils into the oil that you've got here. And that's really critical in getting it to the right flavor profile. A lot of folks don't let it cook enough, and some overcook. So this is the right color, a little bit of a reddish brown color. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our other ingredients in. In my case right now, it's just onion and chilies because my dal, my lentil, has my ginger garlic in it already. Otherwise, I would have done it in the tarka. Look how quick that all happened. It smells so good already. And this is really the point where you're going to decide what you want to do. Do you want those onions nice and browned? Do we want it halfway there? Do we want more of a crunch? I like mine nice and brown, so I'm going to let it just cook. And literally, this was, what, maybe a minute? Maybe a little bit more than a minute in all. Not bad. You can do other things with the tarka, obviously. You can put in some hing, asafoetida. You can add in other spices, a cinnamon stick, cloves. Black cardamom is a good one. But you know what? For my dal today, it's just a basic, simple mung yellow dal. And I want this to be really easy. That's it, folks. And what's going to happen now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. This is just going to go into my pot of already cooked lentils. They're over here if you want to take a quick look. And that's what I mean by taking your flavor and bringing it and putting it into your lentils. A lot of folks get turned off lentils thinking they're not really tasty. Well, they're not, right? When they look like just this, you've got to add the flavor. The flavor comes from your ginger garlic, which in this case was really from one of my sauces. I will talk about that later. and then your tarka, whatever it is that you're going to add in. It's really key to get the right flavor profile in here. We're going to add the tarka, and then we're going to add in some garam masala, some red chili powder, and salt. And then your dal is essentially done. It's really, truly as easy as that. If you want to see the recipe, it will be available on my website, indianasapplepie.com.